My name is John Salony, and my profession is, or should say was, real estate banking. I'm semi-retired now. I started a consulting company called Bayberry Advisors about 8 years ago, and I'm basically consulting for some former clients of mine when I worked at JP Morgan. My career was at JP Morgan for the most part. And I started in regular commercial banking on Wall Street. And from there, I decided, to make some career changes. I wanted to get more focused on what I was doing and not be a generalist. And so I decided to get involved with real estate. But most of my career was at JP Morgan. I was a managing director there, running different groups, different geographic parts of the United States, the Southeast, the Southwest, California, Canada, the Caribbean. Now, I can honestly say, looking back, that I had a really strong interest in developing communities. In real estate finance, we're talking about one building, two buildings. Maybe if it's housing, it's a whole tract of development. It could be hundreds of homes. And I was fascinated by that. I thought, wow, it's not just about lending money and investing with a developer who puts up a building and goes on to the next project. That asset stays there for generations. And that's what appealed to me over time in this career. I think government, political science, these sorts of things. Some schools have economics in them, talking about supply and demand and money supply. All of those things would be, I think, good pathways. But remember, when you're in high school, you're 4 years away from a job, right? And so I think the most important thing is to get grounded in basics, but that doesn't mean you can't pursue your interests. But I like the idea of focusing on real estate development because, it changes lifestyles and it changes skylines. What I would do is, banks and all kinds of financial institutions have summer internship programs. And many of them are geared towards internships for people getting master's degrees, MBAs, Masters in Business Administration. Many large institutions have them for undergraduate students as well. And I would say apply for those. My answer would be collaborating with people is very important. We've talked a lot about what the job of a banker is, and it involves a lot of interaction with other associates, other banks, the client, this sort of thing. And so what you're doing is you're developing some social skills that are going to help you in negotiating. More often than not, it's you and it's 5 or 6 or 7 people all sitting at the table trying to figure out how do we fix this? How do we work on this? So again, as I said, you never know where the answer is going to come from. You always expect it to come from your counterpart, from the person you're directly working with on the other side of the table, but it could come at you sideways. And being a good listener and developing skills that create an environment of inclusive behavior.